Hello, media junkies.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to my episode.
Yeah.
Left off the H.
We're gonna be doing superheroes and villains and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
It
Cool.
is,
But
yeah.
before we get into that,
hmm
small talk, everybody.
Austin
Yeah.
has some small talk, I think, right?
Yeah. Do you have any small talk?
Well, very little. Like I saw that Markiplier has a podcast now. That's just Markiplier.
Oh, I was gonna say Markiplier.
Really?
always
Every,
had a
he does
podcast.
stuff on Spotify. It's like the power washing thing, but with like other when he talks to other people. He's actually doing that on Spotify now,
Oh.
which is
cool.
pretty cool. But
Kinda like
that's
Joe
kind of
Rogan?
it in terms of and Coraline's coming back to theaters.
Oh
I
yeah.
already did.
Or he's coming back again, I guess.
It's coming back
Yeah,
again.
it's like gonna be in 3D this time or something.
Yeah, that's what just happened.
Oh, it just happened, really?
Yeah, it already happened. It was for the 15th anniversary. I actually went and saw it.
Oh, did you?
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay, well then I guess whatever I saw was outdated then.
It must have been.
I saw
yeah.
it just today though. It was like,
Yeah, no.
That's weird.
Yeah,
Weird.
yeah, it happened a few weeks ago.
I mean, I trust you.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Well, since we're on the topic of Markiplier,
Since you were until I
yeah,
changed it.
What I
Meant to talk about last episode.
Yeah, I meant to talk about this last episode. Mark came out with a video talking about his plan, which regarding Iron Lung and his other movie, which I didn't even know existed, Edge of Sleep,
Yeah.
which is coming out first, actually.
Mhm.
It's coming out on the 18th of October. Basically, his plan, in order to get more of a widespread output for Iron Lung and get that to as many people as possible,
Right.
is he needs to get Edge of Sleep when it comes out in the top 10. It
I
doesn't
think
even
we did talk about this.
like
No,
he
we
said
didn't. Yeah, on text we did.
we did on text. Yeah, we didn't in the episode though. But basically doesn't even need to be like number 1 or number 5. Could literally be the 10th place.
Right.
And it would still hit that goal.
And we know that his fans are because they got distractible up to number 1.
Right,
Remember? So
right.
they can do
Yeah.
it. I think.
We-
I mean, we should go see it, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we definitely should.
Edge
see
of
it.
Sleep is it was I don't know much about it. I listened to a little bit of it,
Well,
but it's like a Spotify series.
There
that
isn't
he's
much
on.
go see it. I don't think it's gonna be in theaters.
Oh,
That's
it's
the
just-
whole
Yeah.
point of the plan, is so that Iron Lung can be in
right.
theaters.
Oh, I got you.
So,
The
um,
plan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's basically the whole point of even talking about this, is make sure you watch Edge
Yes.
of Sleep so we can get that
Okay,
to,
Yeah.
I want to see
to
Iron Lung in
number 10.
theaters.
Yeah, so
Yeah, I want to see that in theaters.
You see,
too, so-
imagine seeing Markiplier's big face on the big
I
screen.
know, I know.
That would be
Amazing.
really funny.
beautiful.
I know.
Uh,
I find it crazy that they didn't think that he was big enough to have a movie. Like
I know.
he's one of the most popular YouTubers ever. Like
yeah, and it's not like he just does YouTube videos. Like, he's already done such big projects.
he probably has more subscribers than some movies even have like watches. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
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 It's crazy.
It's weird. We can divvy up to small talk. What else do we got?
I mean,
We've got a hangout happening this week.
oh yeah, we do
I'm
have a
pretty
hangout
excited.
this
What are
week.
we doing?
We're playing Pizza Tower.
Oh yeah.
Finally.
Yeah, I'm gonna give my review next episode about it.
Yeah, I'm excited
Mhm.
for it. A little funny thing I discovered, and this really made me laugh, and I kind of want to start this to become a thing, is that on October 10th, 10/10, we're playing a 10 out of 10 game.
Yeah.
And I said, at least in my opinion, and I said I think it'd be cool if like every year we did something like that. Like on that day we like go see like a 10 out of 10 movie or like
That would be really
that,
cool.
Yeah,
that's
that'd be
kind
really-
of a
that'd
cool
be
thing.
really
I wonder
fun.
if that's a I don't know. I think that should be a holiday, right?
Yeah.
It's really
Yeah,
for
for
into
us.
media.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Um,
I intentionally haven't talked much about Pizza Tower, but like, cause my passion for it is like it's the third most played game on my Switch. Like I'm super passionate.
I've
about
got a
it.
lot of hype for it because
Yeah.
it's a game where there's been so much hype
Mhm.
built up for so long, but
Well,
Yeah,
let's
it's
hope you
on
like it.
but I know absolutely nothing about it.
Well, let's
Right,
hope you
I
like
know.
it
So it's
then,
like-
because
Yeah.
Yeah, which is good because it's. I tend to like overshare things and over explain. Like with Deltarune, I kind of felt like I kind of told too much about it before I went into it. So I've been trying to
Yeah.
kind of lay back this time, and I want this to be your experience because I
Right.
don't like I don't want you to be playing it because I like it. I want you playing it because it's a good game. You know what I
Right.
mean? Does that
Yeah.
make sense?
Yeah.
So yeah, and that's also a big recent rec again. Is that game and its soundtrack both are amazing.
yeah.
What about you, Hunter? You got some small thought? What's been going on in the life of Hunter?
Yeah.
Not much.
No,
I've just been like kind of icky
Yeah.
recently.
like feeling sick.
Yeah, it's like
No.
a headache and
Bummer. It's that time of year. It's gonna start
It is
happening.
that time of year. Yeah.
Yep.
I have a little bit of a. I don't know. It's something that I just thought about because it happened to me when I was driving and I was.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Me and driving.
Yeah.
You know?
What's
I-
happened with you then?
I don't know.
Maybe
I
we
had
should
to.
stop.
I just had to bring it up because it's something fascinating. I think about sometimes is a little thing called disassociating.
Oh,
so,
yes.
First off, something I've thought about for a long time is driving, how little I'm actually like focused.
I know, it's scary.
So sometimes I'll just be driving and I'll come back into focus. I'll snap out of it and I'm like snap out of whatever haze I was in, listening to music or just thinking about something. And I'm like, how am I alive?
I know, it's
Yeah.
so
Like,
scary.
It's
You're like,
crazy.
oh.
It's literally like in a video game, you're fast traveling.
Yeah.
Like it's like the loading screen.
It's
It's like,
true.
it's weird.
Yeah, I didn't think about that.
But more specifically, what made me want to talk about talk about this on the podcast is I was driving the other day, and for some reason, this is a whole nother level of disassociating.
Oh, yeah.
I was driving to my girlfriend's house. We were gonna hang out, and out of nowhere, for some reason, my brain like just blanked, and I was like, all of a sudden, I was like, where am I going right now? What am I doing?
Oh,
What is
man.
happening? Wait, why am I driving right now? What I don't
That's-
know.
that's
I don't know
crazy.
what caused it, or why all of a sudden I just couldn't remember what my goal was. But then
Yeah.
after a second, I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to my girlfriend's house.
That's interesting because again, me and you have very similar brains. That happens
Right.
to me all the time. Like
Yeah.
that scenario that you just described happens to
Right.
me all the time.
Yeah,
I forget,
it's-
but it'll happen in the course of like 3 seconds. I'll be like, what was he doing? I can't
Right.
remember. Oh, I can't remember.
Yeah,
now.
no,
Like,
it was very quick.
it's so weird.
it
Like,
is-
yeah, it happens to me
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah, so I just had to bring that up because it's
Mhm.
something
It's just
that bothers me.
existing.
It's creepy. I've never heard of like other besides you now. I never heard other people actually having that, so I never talked about it. That's interesting.
Yeah. That's just my little disassociating story.
Interesting.
In a different topic, bringing the mood down a little bit. The Dragon Ball Z announcer has
Yeah.
recently passed away.
And
This is the second episode in a
I
row,
know.
right? That we've had.
I'm a little annoyed though that I just found out about it like yesterday.
Oh,
or
when did
whatever.
it happen?
It happened.
It was
this-
a couple days ago. It wasn't that.
No, it
long
was
ago.
July when it
Whoa.
happened.
Oh, really? Really?
Yeah, that's
Because
when
I just the post I see it was
Is it a
posted
different one?
23 hours ago.
Oh no, it's if you look at the like actual video, it was on the one that I saw on TikTok. It said it came out. It was like he died
Oh,
in July.
I know why this post is recent. It's because it is a post from, well, I'll talk about it here in a second, but from somebody that's dedicating the post to him. So they're
Yeah.
talking about that person dedicating the post to
Got
him.
it.
But
Yeah,
it was
I-
it was July. Like I think
A lot of
16th
people
or
have
so.
been. I've been losing a lot of celebrities.
I
Lately.
know.
Yeah, especially.
Too bad.
Yeah, I'm glad it's. I think the other one though passed away like a while ago.
I-
For DB, I think that one was.
I
been
could-
dead,
Mm.
but I don't know for a fact.
Yeah. Toriyama.
But
No, no.
I
Voice actor.
Oh,
Toriyama was
the original.
or the announcer. The
Yeah.
one.
Okay.
yeah.
That one I remembered a lot more than like the
Mhm.
DBZ.
Right.
Announcer.
Which I feel bad even
Yeah,
talking
I
about
feel
this
bad
because
about it,
last
too.
episode I was literally dissing his like
Oh yeah.
announcing.
Ew. Yeah.
But watching more of Dragon Ball, I have actually gotten used to it more than I thought I would.
Like I've been slacking. I haven't watched anything since last episode actually.
Oh yeah.
Life stuff has been getting pretty busy for me. So.
Right. But I did want to read some of the post. The post is that is dedicated to what's his name, Doc Harris. Was actually posted by Goku's voice actor.
Oh, cool.
So I
Oh,
guess
yeah, I love
The
that.
English voice
Yeah.
actor.
Yep, yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess they were actually really close, which I didn't know that. So the post starts off, buckle up, this is going to take a minute. We lost one of the greats today, though Gilbert, I cannot pronounce that, so I'm not going to try, has shuffled off this mortal coil. Their impact on me and countless others will not be soon forgotten. Gil was best known as Doc Harris, a Canadian radio superstar and fixture on Vancouver airwaves in its long-forgotten heyday. Dragon Ball fans will remember him as the OG narrator of the Ocean Dub days. I'm not sure what that means.
Yeah.
Doc was a huge force in my early career. More than just a DH, he lived and breathed music. He also had a keen eye for movies.
That's
So,
really cool.
Yeah, it goes. It's a really long post, so I
Right,
don't want to
yeah.
read all of it. But I just thought it was cool that
They were so
that Goku
close.
voice actor.
This is kind of insane. As you're reading about Doc Harris, obviously the DBZ voice actor.
Is it a different person?
No.
Okay.
Oh.
I thought we got him, like,
Charlie, Voice Critical, just posted a video saying Dragon Ball Sparkling Zero is fun.
Oh yeah.
That's
oh,
the new
yeah.
game that just came
Yeah,
out.
it literally came out
I've
yesterday.
heard that. It's really good.
He was just as he was talking about
That's
the
funny.
DBZ voice
Your
actor
phone
dying.
listening to you.
He
Yeah.
just posted, which
That-
is
that-
terrifying. Which
Your,
is,
they ever have that thing happen where like you're talking about something and then like your phone.
oh
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
it does
That
it all the
happens all the
time.
Yeah, but this happened to me yesterday.
It's because it's actually listening to you.
Right, I know it is, but yesterday I was like thinking about something, and then it showed up I recommended, and I kind of got kind of freaked out. I was like, that's weird. Like I was like thinking about an exact video, and it was the first thing I recommended. So it like tapped into my brain.
Yeah, it's pretty scary actually. And my last piece of small talk is just a little mini story here about. It's just kind of something silly that happened to me the other day.
Oh boy.
So I was
Silly.
It was the end of my shift at this mystery place that I work.
Oh yeah.
Undisclosed location. And I was at the self-checkout lane because I work at a store and I needed something, so I just went and bought it. And I was at the self-checkout lane, and obviously, you know, they're all in rows, so there was a person next to me. And I don't know, this person was already acting pretty strange. They were like talking very loudly and like talking to like everybody around them, which whatever, but it's not like they were being like, you know, rude or anything. They were just like, I don't know, just kind of talking, just existing very loudly.
Yeah. There are people like that.
Yeah, but what's weird is he finished buying whatever he was buying before me, and I was still in the little self-checkout thing, and his change dispensed or whatever, and he takes his change, he walks over to me, and obviously I'm in like my my store uniform or whatever, and he was like, "Here you go, man. Here's a tip for you." And he hands me 11 cents, and and he just walks
so
away.
sweet.
What a nice
And I'm
man.
like,
That is so
I don't-
sweet.
I was like, "Oh, thank you."
Yeah.
He could have given you nothing, okay?
yeah,
Be
that's
grateful.
true.
I suppose I left the 11 cents on the self-checkout.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't
for
actually
the next
take it,
person.
but I mean, I appreciate the 11 cents.
Yeah.
I mean,
If
sure.
you're listening to this, maybe that's why he heard the podcast and he was
Maybe,
like,
yeah.
you
He
guys
knows
do
who
good
you
work.
are, which is
Yeah.
kind of scary.
11 cents richer than I was before
That
that.
is true.
so
Well, actually, now you're 11
But then
cents
you're-
poorer
yeah.
because you don't have any
You didn't
money.
leave. You left it.
I
there.
left it, but
Oh wait, no, sorry. You lost nothing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there was no profit or.
yeah,
I've been taking financial literacy, so I was like, that's the last class of my day, so it's like it's all on my brain.
yeah.
I hate it's like the most boring class ever, but
Yeah.
like the content's interesting. Just
I hate money.
I
Yeah.
hate
Money
money.
sucks.
it scares me like having to like manage it all. Like, ugh, why can't I just buy video games?
Why can't I just commit tax evasion?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like why do I have to,
right.
what is this?
Federal taxes aren't even like
It-
constitutional.
And it's also like whenever there's stuff like but like there's all kinds of loans, but don't do these loans because these are bad. It's like, so
Right.
why would they even be there? Like,
And the fact that like, you know, credit cards are very bad.
Right,
and,
it's like,
just
ah,
all
But they're
that
man.
also
stuff.
good at the same time.
They're
bad,
good,
but
yeah.
they have like
you
different
kind of
benefits.
have to have a credit score. You have to have the history.
Oh, you
so
do,
you have
yeah.
to have a credit card.
Yeah, that is true.
You know,
Yeah, if
they're
you
not, like,
before you
amazing.
even buy a house, you have to have a good credit score. Like,
Yeah.
so it is a good
Well,
thing.
Dave Ramsey hates that guy. You know who he is?
I've heard of him.
He's
I
like
think.
a money guy. Like it's all he talks about, and he like hates credit cards. He like be on stage and
Yeah.
like cut credit cards in
Yeah.
half. Like,
Because they're just not good.
yeah,
No.
it's like the temptation to like buy stuff and
Yeah.
then, like not being able to
Yeah.
pay it back.
They're
you
not
know?
good for people who like just want whatever they want. Like don't work at all.
And like and then they
usually.
never pay it off, and they just get debt, and
Yeah.
it's a bad
Because
time.
a lot
for
of them just don't care about paying off
Yeah,
the
the-
debt.
Yeah, and the credit card companies also don't care about you. They just want your money. So
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, it's
Again.
it's not a very. I never want to do an episode on money. Could you
No.
imagine? The
Oh,
most
that-
boring
yeah.
episode ever.
Again, federal tax is constitutional.
Yeah.
It's
Oh.
in the Constitution.
I don't have any opinions on this.
I think
just,
the IRS.
No, it
is
literally.
gonna-
I'm being it's. I'm not joking. I'm not like.
I'm
trying
not
to-
saying you aren't. I'm just. I
I'm
don't
not
know
trying
what
to
you're
like
talking
get
about.
political or anything like that. I'm like being genuinely serious. It's
Uh-huh.
not. No, I'm.
No, I believe you.
No, the way you said sounds like you were.
This is most
I-
nothing
yeah,
burger.
I-
I don't.
what is
Well,
happening?
because the way you said
Yeah, well,
no, I understand. It's just like
you sounded very sarcastic
yeah,
in that. I was like, I'm being serious.
I know, but I don't understand what you're saying.
Well, because we're talking about money and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
and
So
then-
I was talking about tax evasion.
Yeah, I don't know- I
So
don't
I was
know how that
bringing up the
works.
fact that federal tax.
I
You
actually,
evade
I actually
taxes,
don't
Luke.
know.
That's how it works.
Like, I don't know anything about like how taxes work at all. Like, I don't. Well, okay, I don't want to talk about it because it's boring.
This is gonna be such a boring episode,
Taxes.
and then we're talking about it.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's a unit we'll have to get to later. But whatever. Let's get into some funny, goofy things.
Yeah, funny, goofy
What's-
things.
what's-
Buy
the-
gold, buy.
Yeah, that is true.
What's that?
Buy gold, buy.
Yeah, that's a Bill Cipher quote.
Are we doing heroes or
I
villains
I probably
first?
could have tried that, but I chose someone else really cool.
Oh, I thought it had to be superheroes and supervillains, but whatever.
It
It's
doesn't
okay.
have to be, I guess.
I
don't know.
didn't choose superheroes or superheroes.
I did.
Superhero is I don't know. I swear the term just changes randomly. 'Cause
Yeah.
I looked it up when I was telling you that the definition of it doesn't mean they have to have a superpower, and then I looked it up and it's like superpower. I'm like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
and then I
it's-
looked it up like a couple months ago, and it says it didn't have to be superpower, and now it's like, so
Yeah.
what is it?
the like.
Because but then I looked up, is Batman a superhero? And it says
Right.
Batman's a superhero. I'm like,
Yeah.
I
It's
think
weird.
I feel like you just. It's one of those things you just kind of have to know. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, that's a superhero. Like, cause
I think
Right.
superhero
the
just
way
like
he
is the term of just like a fictional hero or whatever.
Yeah.
And a hero would be like someone you know in person that does good stuff, like a
Right.
firefighter or something like that would be a hero, but they're not a superhero because they don't have powers or whatever.
Right.
and
or
they're
like
real.
a superhero, someone who like goes like above and beyond and kind of has like almost a. They kind of have like an iconicity about them. Like Batman has like the bat
Yeah,
signal.
I
you
feel
know?
like so it's either like superheroes and supervillains are determined based on not just if they have powers, but the extremes of the morality. Like
Definitely.
like
Yeah.
a supervillain is somebody that is like extremely terrible. Like I would
Yeah.
consider Adolf Hitler
Right, a
supervillain.
yeah,
yeah,
no
that is
joke,
true.
Sherlock.
It
Nah,
depends
he
on-
was. I'm not even
Yeah,
making that joke.
yeah, dude, you're.
Cancel.
Yeah, yeah, it is interesting. I think the super part of it is what kind of makes people confused about like what it means,
Right.
you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But super is in terms of like the grandeur of what they do.
Right.
You know.
I mean, we should probably explain what we're even.
Oh yeah.
Why we're
Oh yeah,
talking
we're
about
just
this.
like talking about superheroes and villains, kind
Yeah.
of.
Yeah.
I was gonna do feats and stuff, but I got a little icky yesterday, and I didn't really do much. With
Yeah,
this
and I
stuff,
just did
so I
mine,
just
like,
kind of
an
looked
hour
up.
ago.
I just
my
have mine.
characters.
I'm not. I'll talk a little bit about their feats, but not.
Yeah.
Would you
yeah.
guys like to say the names of the people you picked
Yeah,
before,
yeah.
or do you want to say it before?
I feel like
guys
as
talk
we
about
go
them?
along.
Okay, yeah, sure, as we
can
go
Okay.
along.
reveal them.
Are we gonna do heroes first or villain? Probably heroes, right?
Doesn't
Yeah.
matter to me. You
We
can
can do-
do.
I
think
You can
heroes
do villain
first.
first. You can do hero first. It doesn't
Oh.
matter at all.
Yeah, we can do heroes. Why not?
Yep. What would
Okay.
a superhero? A
Do
super
either of you
villain?
guys want to go first? Because I'll go first. If
Yeah, you go first. 'cause
Yeah, go ahead.
Mine is kind of gimmicky.
Mine's a little guy. He's a superhero.
He did the
hero.
quotes. Hunter really likes to do the quotes, but forgets that the listeners can't see that.
Air quotes.
Yeah.
Peacemaker.
Yeah, I've never heard of
I've
this.
heard
guy.
of him.
Oh, okay. Got
That's
it.
the two opposite
see where I
sides
stand.
of the board. Two very opposite sides. If you don't know, he's played by John Cena.
Yep.
Ooh. Wait, what? Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I think you guys are making. this
Actually,
up.
wait. Who is he played by? I can't see him usually.
Oh yeah.
I'm
It's kinda hard to
kidding. I'm
see.
kidding.
I've seen clips from the show. It looks very funny.
It looks really funny.
Yeah.
Oh,
but yeah.
funny.
You
He's
haven't
just
watched
this-
it?
Huh? I'm watching it right now.
Oh, okay.
Got it.
But he's just like this guy. He just kind of does stuff. He's like a very USA type of person.
Okay, yeah.
He will kill anyone he can.
Yeah.
He's not. That's why he's an anti-hero. It's because
Uh-huh.
he like just kills. There's a scene in from one of the movies, or one of the movies, one of the scenes from the show, where some old guy walks up to him and says,
Oh no.
Oh no.
says, "You can't be a superhero because you don't have any enemies." And he goes, "You know why? Because all my enemies are 6 feet in the ground." Obviously, he's adds some other words that I can't say on the podcast. And he says, and he makes fun of Batman because Batman has all these villains that he just throws into the prison and stuff.
Yeah.
Wow, I've never heard of this show. This sounds really wacky.
It's really funny.
Is it recent? Like, is it
the
newer?
show? I don't know if it's I don't know how recent it is, but he's from the Suicide Squad.
Oh,
Yeah. I didn't know that.
that's
actually.
a whole world I've never even. I don't even know
Yeah.
anything about the Suicide Squad.
Um,
Although I do know about the new Joker movie that came out.
I was gonna. that was a part of my small talk. I
There you
forgot to
go.
talk about.
Ooh, what?
I'm actually seeing that after this
Oh,
episode.
boy.
I've heard it's terrible.
Are you excited? Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you seen any
Joker
spoilers?
2. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I
Have
heard
you
that
seen
one's
any
really-
spoilers about
No.
it? No. Do you know it's a musical?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it's a
I've
musical.
seen the trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah. It looks terrible.
He's
but
also,
And the
he
first
has a
one was pretty well
sidekick.
liked, if I'm not mistaken.
the first
Yeah.
one was really good. Yeah.
Yeah.
He has a bird sidekick, or is it an eagle called Eagly?
In what? In the Peacemaker?
Yeah. For some reason, where I'm looking at, where they don't really say his like powers or anything like that.
Does
like,
he have
what
powers?
what he has? No, I don't think he's just a normal human with like that just kills people and kind of.
There
There is.
yeah.
I think the weird part is that I've seen one scene from
Peacemaker.
that he says that he'd kill anyone, right?
Uh-huh.
But there's one scene where he's like, zoomed in like on a family or whatever, and he's
My
like,
word.
he's like, they're like, yeah, you have to kill the kids because they're aliens.
Gosh.
They're aliens. They're not actual humans.
Oh.
And they're like, yeah, you have to kill all of them. And he's like, I can't kill them. And I'm like, you just said you'd kill anyone.
Yeah.
And then his friend or his teammate or whatever, Vigilante, is just funny.
Vigilante.
Vigilante is really really funny.
That's his name.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Interesting.
And he literally just takes the gun because he realizes that he won't do it. He's like, okay, I'll just do it, and just kills them.
Oh my
all.
word. Have you
But
seen that, Austin?
Vigilante, like,
No, I know he's really funny. Though.
he is like borderline psychotic. I'm
What's
pretty
the,
sure.
Is this the guy? And I'm gonna sound really stupid when I say this, probably, but is this the guy who has a really big grin? Like,
No.
what's the name of that? Oh,
Homelander.
Yeah.
Homelander.
What
no,
is that?
That's different.
That's
I've
from
been
the-
seeing
the
that
Boys.
everywhere, but I don't know what that is.
That's
The
The
Boys.
Boys.
It's
The
so
Boys.
good.
Is it good?
If you want me to
It's
explain Vigilante, a
an
little bit.
amazing
No,
show.
it's-
There's a scene where he's talking to Peacemaker, and he goes, "Do you think I feel good when I have to kill these people? I have to grip the person and wait for the icy just death or whatever from their just lifeless body?" And he goes, "No, I don't think you like that at all." He goes, "You're wrong. I actually do."
Yeah. That's very dark. But
He's
Yeah.
just a funny
where do you
character.
watch it on? What-
I'm watching. I have to watch it on YouTube TV. It's on
Oh.
HBO, I think.
If you want
Max.
a dark,
It's
if you
called
want
Max
a
now.
dark superhero show, The Boys is
The
dark.
Boys.
The Boys
Oh, it's
is
a superhero show.
I think it's
Yeah.
dark, but I feel like they do too much.
Have you watched it?
I haven't watched it, but I've seen clips.
It's good.
But I feel like they do too. I feel like it does too much, especially with the
If
deep.
you're watching it based off, or if you're saying that based off of clips, I can understand why
Yeah,
you
I
would think
guess
that.
that makes sense.
But the
Yeah.
actual show
Can't
is
stop the
very,
A train.
Is it
very
long?
phenomenal.
Is it a long show?
It's got 4 seasons.
I
Each episode's like an hour.
I've
long.
heard of it. Like,
The Deep
and
is like-
I see like the
That's
the
my
logo
shoulder.
all over the place, but I have no clue what it even is.
Yeah.
That's my shoulder.
Yeah. It's incredibly rated R. So
Is that right?
I would not
Incredibly?
watch it. Yeah, around anybody.
That's
else.
okay.
Wait until you're 18, Luke.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's coming up. I'm fine.
But yeah, I would talk about more about his powers, but again, it doesn't really have much.
Right. Yeah.
And he just kind of just does whatever. He just kills people
yeah.
to get like he kills villains mostly. He doesn't really kill anyone that gets good.
Yeah.
So
That-
that's
that-
really
It's kind of interesting because we'll lead into mine now because mine is kind of
mine's really cool.
mine's
though.
almost the opposite of
My villain is really cool.
of Homelander or not Homelander. That guy you just talked about.
Peacemaker.
Peacemaker. It's I don't know if you guys have seen the movie Megamind. Have you seen this movie?
I have. Yeah.
One of my favorite films of all time. It's one of those ones like I watched first. It's like okay, it's kind of cute, and like the more I watch it, the more I realize that it's like it's not just a kids movie. Like it's really deep. It tackles a lot of really interesting issues that a lot of movies don't really talk about very much.
Did you just ask all three of us if we watched Megamind? Of
I
course,
didn't
I'm
think
pretty
we've
sure
seen
we've
it.
talked about Megamind like multiple
I don't
times.
know. It must have been a long time ago. But yeah, Megamind is one of my favorite
greatest
movies.
movies.
And Megamind is a very interesting character because if you know, he was like a villain,
Right.
and then he became a hero. And I think that kind of shows that like a hero, like it matters your intent, right?
Yeah.
Like
Right.
he changed what he wanted to like because at first he was like all about like being a villain and fighting and like fighting the heroes or whatever. But eventually he realized about himself that like he wants to be a good guy. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
he doesn't want this villain. I don't know. It's hard to explain. My mind is kind of running a lot right now, so I can't really explain it as thoroughly as I would have liked to. But
Yeah.
it's a very deep movie.
It's very
Surprisingly,
deep. It wasn't necessarily his fault though that he became a villain. It was
Yeah.
all because of Metro Man.
Yeah.
he knocked him off course
Mm-hmm.
to put him in the rich people house, and then he was put, and then Megamind was put into the
Yeah.
bad place.
yeah, like he like misinterpreted
it's
his parents' message or whatever and became a villain.
entirely.
And he was raised by the jail. That's right.
Yeah, he was entirely Metro Man's fault.
See, I love the message of that movie because here is Megamind who on the outside is supposed to be like, a big bad villain, and then there's Metro Man who's supposed to be
Yeah.
like the big old hero, but it turns out, they're not
Yeah,
what they
They're not-
seem.
That's kind of what I was
They're
trying to
also
get
not.
at.
Yeah.
They're also not swapped though either.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Metro Man isn't like a bad guy entirely. He was also just a baby when he happened, so he's just kind of
Right.
like, screw you, boom.
Yeah.
He just I
knocked him
feel
away.
like what defines like a villain is they have to live a very selfish lifestyle. You know what I
Right.
mean?
I don't think he.
And I don't think
was-
I don't think Megamind ever lived a selfish lifestyle. And I don't think Metro Man did either. But I wouldn't consider him a villain, but he definitely did have a little bit more selfishness than Megamind.
Yeah,
Megamind. did.
Megamind.
Not
Megamind,
Mega
that's a
Man.
completely
That's a
different
different game.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or not even. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I mean, there is a game.
It's super like cool when animated movies do stuff like that because I feel it's been so long since you've gotten a movie that I feel like has so effectively like got out such a unique message. You
Right.
know,
There is no Easter Bunny.
Yeah.
There's no Tooth Fairy, and there is no.
I know that
Yeah.
aged really poorly.
Yeah. Oh well, no.
Right, they really did.
Yeah.
I mean,
dude.
to be fair, he's not wrong.
Yeah.
Like the last one.
It's like that was really funny when
Yeah.
you know.
But
There
I
was
guess,
a Queen of
I guess
England.
we
It's
can
still
get
funny
into
as
my hero now.
Right.
Yeah.
So this is somebody completely without powers, and I think I've talked about him before. I think Dexter Morgan from the show
Oh, Dexter,
Oh.
yeah. Interesting.
So basically, his whole Hunter.
Is he here? Or he's an anti-hero.
So the whole point of the show is that he is a serial killer that kills criminals, other killers, and like bad people. You know, like people that do terrible things.
Yeah.
That his whole code is that he only kills bad people. Basically,
Like Yagami?
because he does have the urge to kill people, but he decides to, use that in order to do good instead.
Yeah.
And,
Which again is like intentions. It's like the psychology of a quote unquote hero.
Right.
What's up, Hunter?
He's just like Yagami without the notebook.
Essentially, yeah. Which I mean, he probably has the same kill count or higher
Yeah.
as Light, which is impressive considering he didn't have a magic notebook to use.
Yeah. I don't think they had close though. I think he definitely had more.
Which one?
Yagami.
Well,
Probably.
Did you
Because
watch?
he's written down like hundreds of thousands of names.
Yeah, but to be fair, there are 8 seasons of Dexter.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Did you watch Dexter, Hunter?
No, I never
I
watched
kinda wanna
Dexter.
see
My
it at
friend
some
is
point.
watching it though.
I've had it multiple different people recommend it to me. I'm sure it's
Right.
good.
But obviously, this is who I'm saying is the hero that I've chosen, and that opinion can be different from
Yeah.
whoever watches the show
If you're
because
the
Definitely.
it's very subjective on whether he's a villain, whether he's a hero, because he's still killing people.
Yeah.
And there have been times in the show, or at least once that I can recall, that he did falsely accidentally kill somebody that didn't commit the crime that
Oh,
they
seriously?
were supposedly, and it was like a huge groundbreaking
Interesting.
moment where he realized he's like
yeah,
a monster
That's scary.
and all of that.
But that's when the discussion comes in of like intentions. Like because he had good intentions, does it
Right.
completely negate?
and he had so
Yeah.
much guilt from that. I feel like a true villain, there wouldn't be that much regret.
There's
Yeah.
a lot of interesting discussion around that. I haven't even seen it, but just like
Right.
we've talked about it before, like it sounds very, very
Yeah.
well done.
But the most interesting, and probably the thing that made me even choose Dexter for this was there's an episode, it's very early on, I think like season 1 or 2, that the whole theme of the episode is Dexter is trying to decide himself if he is a hero, and by doing that he is comparing himself to a comic book superhero.
Oh, cool.
So
Oh.
it's either he's wondering, am I like this superhero or like a vigilante,
Yeah.
or am I just a cold-blooded monster
Right.
that is just killing people because he wants to kill people.
Yeah.
So it's really a little
Yeah.
of both.
I like that.
So
It's pretty
That's
cool.
also kind of where he like differs from Light Yagami too. Is that he like Light just wants to do it because he wants to become a god,
Right.
In everyone else's eyes, he's
Yeah.
the Messiah or whatever you want to call him.
Yeah, getting like selfish intentions.
I would say-
he's very selfish.
I would
about
say
it.
Dexter's more in the gray area,
Yeah.
and then Light is like
Yeah,
all the way.
He's
That is
more in
like-
the Light is more in the evil, but they have
Yeah.
they do have the same intentions type
Right,
deal. Like
yeah.
in the fact they're trying to kill bad people, but at the same time, Light will kill anybody, good,
Right.
bad,
and he's doing it more for
anyone.
himself.
He's doing it for himself, but Dexter is doing it as in like
Right.
he wants to do it because he wants to kill bad
Right.
people and not want to kill anyone good.
And there even
purpose.
is a little bit of like selfishness with Dexter because
Right.
like because he has an urge to kill people
Yeah.
anyway. So yeah, that's a really interesting character.
Yeah.
I like. He's
But
very interesting.
Like Hunter was saying about Light Yagami will do like kill anybody to make sure that he doesn't get caught. Dexter is a bit different, where it's like early on in season 2, there's like another, because Dexter also works at a police station. He's a blood spatter analysis. He like works in a lab. There's a police officer there that has never liked him and has always suspected that he's up to something. And essentially, early on, he starts investigating him, and the police officer eventually, catches Dexter red-handed, basically with like
Literally.
a bag of like body parts.
Ew,
Yeah,
literally red-handed.
Literally red-handed.
Yucky.
He's pointing his gun at him, and essentially Dexter ends up getting his way out of it and imprisoning the police officer, but he never actually kills him. It's to the point where Dexter decides to turn himself in, but without getting into too many spoilers, circumstances end up that the cop does end up dying and Dexter gets out of it. But Dexter himself never
Killed him.
never chose to kill him. He was going to turn himself in. So I think that
What a creative
proves,
show.
That he's
So
better.
I think that proves that he is a morally good character, at least for the most part.
Yeah, Light even lied to his
There
father.
is later on the show is known for having a very it's like Game of Thrones. It has a very bad ending.
I've heard that. They kind of drops off a little bit.
It goes downhill again after season 4. I don't know why it does that after the 4th season.
I think there are a lot of shows like that. Like the
Yeah.
endings don't live up to, and I feel like that should always be like the best part of a show. You know what I
Right.
mean?
But the reason it has such a bad ending is because the writing is so, it's so poorly written.
Yeah.
And that goes to show during, the same situation, one of the chief detectives figures out who Dexter is and what he's been doing, and Dexter does decide to kill them, and that's completely against his character.
Yeah.
So, and that's like a big moment in the show where people realized, it's not going in a good direction.
Yeah, it wasn't like against his character in like a creative way. It was
Right.
like a
Yeah.
writing.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
And also another thing that differs about Light Yagami.
Mhm.
I just like comparing them two because like they're very samey and very different
Right,
characters. Is that Light literally watched his father die in front of him.
Mm.
Wait,
And-
didn't that happen to Dexter? Something happened.
Dexter's when he was like a real little baby, his mom was murdered in front of him.
Yeah,
Which I
and-
think
and they
is where he
show
gets
that.
that
Don't
from.
they?
Yeah.
I remember hearing that.
Yeah.
But it wasn't from like somebody killing him. It was from the Death Note killing him basically, and it was his fault. He didn't tell his father that he was Kira even on his deathbed.
Mm-hmm.
His father believed he wasn't even Kira because he saw he saw the numbers above his head, so there's no way he could have been Kira because you can't see other Kira's
Yeah.
numbers.
I wonder if Death Note took any inspiration from Dexter. Like,
It might have, but I don't
Maybe.
know. It might have. I don't know if it's older or newer.
Depends on when the manga came out. I'm
'Cause
not
I'll look-
sure.
I'll
But
look
then
that
the
up.
books also came out.
Yeah.
Because there were
The
Dexter books.
Oh,
yeah.
Dexter
Mhm.
books.
Um,
Have you read the books?
Yeah, they're very different. Like the first book in season 1 follows the first book, but then the books after that are like completely different.
Mm.
So it's like it doesn't even follow the
It's
source
kind of like how
material.
you said Game of Thrones was like
Yeah,
that. No,
these-
there was a
these-
different. It was something else. It was like
Game
that.
of Thrones ran out of source material.
That's right.
Yeah.
And they started making weird stuff in the show.
Yeah.
This one says Darkly Dreaming Dexter's 2004. If that's the
That was the
first
first book,
Okay, yeah,
yeah.
and then it's 2004. So Death Note's I think older.
Oh, okay.
I'll look it up though.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's confusing now. It says one of them says 2003. Okay, it was from 2003 to 2006. So technically, Death Note came out first by
Yeah.
like a
Okay.
year.
Oh wow.
I mean, maybe not then. I don't
Yeah.
know. Anyway, yeah, Dr. Doofenshmirtz. What do you think about him? He's a pretty bad guy, right?
Yeah.
Dr. Doofenshmirtz. This is not even a villain. He's just a
He is
guy.
a villain. He makes
Yeah.
innators that want to. They
Wait.
are big hurt people.
He
Yeah.
doesn't actually want to do
Those
anything.
dang
bad.
innators.
Yeah.
What does he even make the innators for?
It's like all petty stuff. It's like I didn't get the minty wink eggnog I wanted, so I'm gonna make a
Yeah.
a weird and like it's so funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, he is selfish.
He's
intentions.
never hurted anyone. He's never hurt anyone.
He never hurted anyone.
He's never hurted anyone.
He does like a rap
Except for
song.
himself. He's only hurt himself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Perry the Platypus does like virtually nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's a villain, but obviously since
He definitely just wants to get caught.
yeah.
Maybe.
I mean, he's shown humanity before. He's not
is
like
true.
he's not fully evil.
Yeah, well, because in the movie they meet his like other self or whatever, and he's like really evil.
Yeah, he's like evil.
So maybe that's like his antithesis. So Doofenshmirtz he's bumbling.
right.
That's the word I'd use. He's like
He's a bumbling.
he's a bumbling moron. Yeah,
Yeah.
but like he's very smart
Mhm.
despite his brain shape. Like he built. Crazy,
He's smart, but he's also dumb.
he built these crazy big innators, but for like dumb reasons. It's like
Yeah.
Elon Musk.
Yeah.
He's not a villain.
Essentially, yeah.
He's selfish, but he's not a villain.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Wait, they're very morally gray.
He's
Yeah.
selfish in the fact that he just wants he just wants happiness. Really,
Yeah.
that's all he wants.
He just wants convenience.
because
That's all he cares about.
his entire life, his parents didn't even show up for his birth.
I know, yeah. Like,
He was a garden gnome.
Both of his parents
Yeah.
didn't show up for his birth.
Yeah.
Yes, that's one of his backstories.
Well, such a sad story.
Oh no.
And then
This
he was
show
a
is so
garden
funny,
gnome.
dude.
He even moved. His dad said, "They don't move. Or garden gnomes don't move."
If
or
I get a
whatever."
leaf. That's what he says to him every time.
Yeah.
Because, he had a really rough childhood. So he had a villain origin story,
He
right?
wasn't even a villain. He was just like wanted convenience in his life.
I would say
yeah.
he is a villain.
Yeah.
Like he
name
he's
one
not
bad thing.
evil.
Name one bad thing he did.
It's not his fault he couldn't do bad.
Come on, there's
things.
4 seasons.
You know, he
Name one-
tried doing bad things.
Almost 5.
But he was
Yeah.
halted by
There's-
Perry the
Ever tried to
Platypus.
do
And then he
anything
was
bad
halted, yeah.
though? What did he really do bad?
There's got to be something. In the earlier seasons, he was definitely a lot like okay. He wants to rule the tri-state area. I mean,
Okay,
That's
that's
pretty
not
solid.
horrible.
he wanted to turn his brother's city hall into juice.
I mean, his brother probably did something wrong to him.
No, he's just the mayor, and he wants to be the mayor. So he.
I mean, his
Wait, why
bro-
does he? I just realized something. Why does he think that like becoming the mayor of Danville will make him the ruler of the tri-state area?
Yeah, I don't know.
You know
What
what?
is his logic?
Let him be, bro.
Okay, sorry.
I think he's very not in there.
yeah,
No, he's
he got some problems going
yeah.
on.
Hey, remember, neither of his parents were there first.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
true.
And he probably barely learned anything because
he
his
just
parents,
popped into existence.
Yeah, I know.
like-
That,
It does kind of make me wonder what happened.
in the show, it just shows like the 2 doctors holding him, like staring at the empty bed.
like,
it's
okay,
so
my
funny,
question
dude.
is like, did his mom like give birth to him?
He shouldn't show
They
up.
cut the cord and then they ran away.
No, she never even showed up. She never even came to his birth, dude.
I actually kind of want to watch the show. Like I
it's
like.
so.
I'm not familiar with it. It's one of those shows that like
You've heard so much about, but
I've
like,
heard about it and it's like played in the background.
This was my like SpongeBob for you guys.
Oh, okay.
Like, and it's so clever. Like it's a kid show, obviously, but like the jokes are so like. They're like timeless. Like they'll still be funny. You know?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's almost like I compare it mostly to like the Simpsons kind of comedy.
Okay. Yeah.
It's really good.
Mm.
It's also one that like you could just watch like a few episodes and be like, okay, that's
Yeah.
funny. Like
Right.
you don't have to watch every single episode.
Mhm.
It's kind of like what's her name? Penelope,
Penelope,
the girl that's in love with. Is that what her name is? I don't know what her name is. The girl who's in love with Phineas.
Phineas, Isabella.
Phineas, yeah, Isabella.
Isabella.
yeah.
I don't know why I thought.
Also,
it was,
I remember her.
Really good music in the show. Like all
I
the
don't know why I
songs
thought
are
it was
absolute
Penelope.
bangers. I have like a
Oh.
playlist
Oh, yeah.
made. Yeah.
Huh, pretty cool.
it's
Yeah.
amazing.
What
But
about-
Dr.
It's
D is a
104 days
bad
of-
dude.
Dr. D.
Dr. Doofenshmirtz.
Oh.
What's happening?
That actually is really funny. You should have just left it off at Dr. D.
Yeah,
Because Victor Von Doom.
They call him that
Yeah.
sometimes, Dr. D.
Oh, that was a good
Nice.
transition, Hunter. Good job.
Dr. D.
Wait, are we
also,
gonna pit all these characters against each other? I didn't even think about that.
I don't
We can-
know.
We can
We
compare
could.
their feats.
I don't,
Yeah.
but I also don't think that Doctor Doom. Depending on which version of Doctor Doom I pick, I don't think it's even fair.
We should do like Dr. Doofenshmirtz versus Dexter. Like,
Yeah.
we should end up.
That'd be
with something
funny.
Like that. Yeah.
we can do like superhero versus villain.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
His only weaknesses are that he's just arrogant. Really, he's just like
Dr.
arrogant.
Doom. Well,
Okay.
I don't know much about him because
I don't either, really. I know that
He's a big robot.
I know that in the comics, in one of the comics or whatever, you know how Thanos is like one of the strongest villains or whatever.
Yeah,
I know that
Doctor Doom would kill him in an instant.
Doctor Doom does kill him.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
he would.
Like vaporizes
Yeah.
him.
Yeah, Doctor Doom is like one of the most powerful DC
DC.
not DC, Marvel villains ever. He killed Galactus. He's
Oh,
killed
man.
one of the versions of him has killed Galactus, killed the entirety of the Marvel universe, like all of like all the main characters, killed Thanos, killed all of the other
Pronunciation.
I don't know.
Thanos, whatever,
Phineas.
Tomatoes mono, literally.
Yeah. Bro.
but-
All I remember about Doctor Doom is that in the Lego game, he was like the main bad guy, and he was like he built a Doctor Doom's Doom Ray of Doom. That's all I remember.
Nice.
And then like the final boss was Galactus, and that's the only thing I'd known about that character.
Yeah, but he's like one of the most all powerful like
He's really cool looking.
villains.
Dr.
He's
Doom?
really cool.
Yeah, it's like a robot with like a green cape. He's being played by I thought this was
Robert Downey
Yeah,
Robert
what in the
Downey
world,
Jr.
bro? What?
Yeah. Well, it's because
Yeah, I know he's awesome, dude.
it's because in the comics or whatever, in one of the variants of the universes or whatever,
I didn't know this.
Iron Man eventually becomes a Doctor
I can see
Doom.
that.
So it's
Yeah, I can definitely. See
I would
that.
like.
Yeah.
I feel like. I think I would like the Marvel comics, but at the same time, like how do you even get into something like that?
I don't know.
Time
I don't even know
cube.
why I know so much about the comics. Because I
It's like
don't read
a
comics.
weird phase.
I think it's just because of like TikTok and stuff. I see
Oh,
it
sure,
on.
yeah.
His standard equipment is power armor,
Mm.
inhabited array,
Mm-hmm.
instant hypnotism impulsors,
Innator.
Okay.
innator, molecular expander.
What?
Nerve scrambler ray.
Oh, wow.
He's like he
Nerve
is a
scrambler.
villain.
Yeah.
This dude is a villain.
What do you even need that for? like,
Imagine some guy just walks up to you, goes boom, and just like scrambles all
I
your
feel like the word
nerves.
scramble is a very like unintimidating
You're
word.
like your taste buds on your like elbow or some crap.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. You get a headache on your butt or something. Like,
Okay.
like-
Using this weapon, Doom can scramble his opponent's nerve impulses to prevent them from properly controlling their body or coordinating their movements.
Hmm.
oh wow.
That's
Yeah.
how I feel sometimes.
So just a taser, essentially.
That's me.
Power cosmic siphon harness.
Wow.
That is
Bro needs to calm down.
Yeah.
refrigeration
The dehydration gun.
dehydration gun.
Yeah.
Time cube.
Wow. He just has like a bag of tricks that he pulls all
Yeah.
these from.
What
like,
should I pull this time?
Yeah.
Skin armor.
Skin armor.
Oh wow. That's.
Oh wait, that's what Hunter was gonna wear for the race.
Oh, yeah.
Armor.
He was
Yeah.
Doctor Doom inspired.
You guys want to hear the thing about skin armor?
Yeah, you go ahead.
After making a pact with Mysterio and sacrificing his lifelong love
Oh. Life. I was like, what?
lifelong love of Valeria,
Wait a minute. I don't like where this is going.
Doom gained the mystic armor.
Oh. I thought he was gonna wear her skin.
He puts her skin on. Let me finish.
Sorry,
It
yeah.
might get to that. Let me
Sorry.
finish. Let me finish.
Okay.
He might get to that.
Oh no.
Mystic armor and all the knowledge he would have possessed if he had devoted his entire life to mastering magic. However, after failing to deliver on his end of the pact, he lost these powers. That's
Oh.
crazy. He also has the Iron Man armor model 51.
He didn't tear off anyone's skin.
Yeah, this-
I'm
what a
disappointed.
What a
Lame.
loser.
Area 51, like Area 51?
Doombot. No, like his armor model was 51. Like
Yeah. Well, why does he have that? He
Yeah.
found
Because
it in
remember the
in a
Iron
garage
Man?
sale. He found it on like in a
Yeah.
Doombots.
yeah.
Emotion charger? Okay. Doom used this
Make
device.
them really sad.
Yeah.
Doom used this device to make every villain on Earth become active at once, affecting even Kang.
What?
Kang?
King the Conqueror.
King
Kang,
Kong.
okay. Kang,
That's from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
yeah. What now?
Kang, isn't that from
King the Conqueror is a Marvel
Wait,
villain.
what is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles guy called? The
I
pink
think
guy.
it is
I
Kang,
don't know.
but I don't remember.
Oh, is it Kang?
I don't remember. In the future and Super Scroll.
What?
Who is that? Scroll.
That's what you do whenever you're trying to go
Yeah.
down on the
Doom
page.
Scroll. Doctor Doom Scroll.
Yeah, but it's not. It's SKRULL
Scroll.
within the Andromeda Galaxy.
Oh, dude.
Interesting.
I love the Andromeda Galaxy. Can
Really?
Can
you
you
been there?
yeah, dude, my favorite one of the top 10 galaxies for sure. Can you imagine like
The prime rib mover.
It's like
I'm kidding.
it's like a galaxy that's just hurling towards us at like light speed,
Oh, it's that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's cool. Is it gonna hit us anytime?
like in a bazillion gillion years. But like that's cool.
What the
if
heck
that-
is a gagillion?
I made it up just now.
I can't believe that it's traveling at light speed, but it's still not going to hit us.
Maybe not
for-
light speed, but it's very far away.
Yeah.
Well, light
But like
You know, it takes 8 minutes.
Why is it coming after
I
us
really
like
would.
that?
Yeah, come on.
Light
I really want to
speed
like.
is the fastest thing ever, but it takes 8 minutes for the sun's rays to get to us.
Mhm.
If like the sun
8
were to
seconds.
just like die,
I
we
feel
wouldn't
that,
kn-
Yeah.
well, I thought it was 8 minutes.
I think it's 8 seconds.
It's 8 minutes.
Oh, is it 8 minutes?
Yeah,
Really?
that's
Yeah.
why if the sun exploded, you wouldn't even know until 8 minutes later.
Yeah.
There's the prime mover. I don't know what that is.
I
don't really wanna read
was
that
gonna
out
say something about the
because it's really
Andromeda
long.
Galaxy. I really wish that like I was alive during that time.
I wish I was
so
alive
I could
during
like
the
blare
Andromeda
epic
Galaxy.
music while like everything.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
That'd be really funny.
Yeah.
Reducing ray. It's just a shrink ray. What a loser.
Yeah.
Time shift bomb.
Bomb.
Yeah.
A bomb that throws those those affected 2 seconds back in time. Wow, that's so
2
cool,
seconds
Doctor
back
Doom.
in
2
time.
seconds.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Wow.
Yeah. What?
2 seconds back in time, distorting their. Oh. Never mind. Distorting their perception and allowing Doom to easily avoid their lagging movements.
How do they have time to make all of this?
Don't
Like,
ask.
Yeah, I don't know.
Vibration bomb.
What? All right, I feel like how many more of these can there be?
Cosmic cube.
That's
Cosmic control rod.
I think we should just assume he has a device for literally everything.
Yeah.
No, I'm almost done.
Okay.
Okay.
There's a helix of Randak.
The fly. I just watched the fly like land on my nose like very slowly. That was
Where-
really scary.
Where's the destroy fly in
Yeah, a nader.
The
Yeah, he
ultimate-
kind of is like
and
the
the
gothic
ultimate-
version of
Yeah.
Dr. Doofenshmirtz.
The ultimate
Dr.
machine.
D.
Dr. Doom.
Oh my word.
Dr. Doom.
Oh my
Dr.
gosh,
Doofenshmirtz.
dude.
Dr.
And he has all these
Doofenshmirtz.
crazy like inventions that he's made.
I thought we already made this parallel.
I know, but like I'm thinking more now. Like
Yeah.
Dr.
Interesting.
Doofenshmirtz,
Well, that's
Yeah.
a lot about just
the
him.
ultimate crossover.
I didn't want to read a whole bunch of just like his backstory, which I could have done for Peacemaker.
Yeah.
You could have. Dr. Doofenshmirtz has the best backstory out of all of them, though.
Well, getting into my villain, it's another character that doesn't have any powers.
Mhm.
Jeez,
and
losers.
It's
Yeah,
still
Hunter's had like a million
Yeah, I
powers.
know.
Only one of them.
Yeah.
They're not even powers. They're just like magic.
Yeah.
devices. But it's also a very
Magic has his powers.
similar kind of character to Dexter in a sense, at least the show. His name is he's a little obscure character I'm sure you haven't heard of, Walter White.
Walter.
Which it's interesting.
He's a villain.
Yeah.
Oh yes,
so
he is.
I
He
didn't know
is.
It's interesting because both of these characters are the main characters of their show, but they're both the extremes of good and evil, which obviously Walter doesn't start off as evil. He starts off as just someone that essentially hates his life and is very poor, and he gets diagnosed with cancer, and he needs to find a way to provide money with his family so that when he dies they won't be in debt.
I didn't know this. Thank you for explaining Breaking Bad to me.
You're
welcome.
It's been so many years.
Yeah.
I think he starts to become evil whenever he starts like adopting Heisenberg.
Yeah, that's kind of like his alter ego, is like this personality he becomes is Heisenberg. But essentially, yeah, just a man needing to provide money for his family because he knows he's going to be dead soon, and he doesn't want them to lose the house, be in debt, whatever.
Yeah.
So he
Well, that's good
decides.
intentions.
So he decides, since he's
So far.
Okay, yeah.
since he's a chemistry teacher. And he's also had a lot of background in chemistry. He's essentially like a genius in science-wise. So he decides to cook crystal meth.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's more of a natural realization than it sounds. To
purest
to
meth
do
there is.
that.
I guess because I know like this is gonna sound weird, but like that business is very profitable for the people who run it because it's like
Right.
in high demand.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what he realizes, and he decides
Money
to
stuff.
start cooking it. And for the first season is almost more of a comedy than it is a drama.
Is that
because
right?
It's a lot
Yeah.
sillier. But as the show goes on, as he gets darker and as they get
Interesting.
more and more into the business and into the criminal like underworld, he
That's
starts getting a lot choicier with his decisions, his moral. Like he does it. Anything you think like terrible that somebody could do,
Yeah.
he's probably done it. He's just very evil, especially like towards the end. He like poisons a kid.
Yeah,
He's
yikes.
like he's killed a lot of people indirectly. He bombs like a nursing home to kill one of his not his rivals, but like
He just
somebody that was trying
now
to kill
he sounds
him.
like a super villain. Like
Yeah,
I didn't know this. I really do want to watch that.
The nursing home was mostly just Gus and the other guy. That was
Right,
there.
but they even say throughout the show that he like bombed a nursing home. He
Yeah.
could have killed innocent.
I kind of want to round
Old
off.
pe-
Like,
he could have
yeah.
killed innocent old people.
I do want to like watch the show at some point
It's
here to
the
kind of
greatest
round off.
show of
I
all
know
time.
you
You
love
need
it,
to
like,
watch
and you
it.
still love it. Like your passion for it has not died out since the beginning
my
of
girlfriend
this.
and I just finished watching it yesterday.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Like for like the second time? Or...
12th time.
Oh,
I've
nice.
watched it 12 times now.
Yeah.
Jeez,
I
my
gotta
mom
watch
does
it.
not like the show.
She doesn't.
She doesn't.
Well,
she
some
she
people-
tried watching it and she just didn't like
Some
it.
people
at
don't
all.
like stuff because
Really?
it's popular. They're just
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's interesting. I love it.
yeah. I want to watch it. Or maybe we could do like even like hangout or something with it. Like I want to watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But essentially, very evil character. But what's interesting about him and what makes him so evil is, the whole his motivation is what makes it interesting, because we talked about selfishness coming into play with whether they're good or evil. Well, as I said, he starts off with the goal of just providing enough money for his family to survive after he's not survived. So that's a very pure intention, but he eventually gets to a point where, like, okay, I've made all this money.
Yeah.
I can just get out of the business now. But he himself chooses, he likes doing this. Yeah, he becomes more and more involved, and he even says, like, later at the end of the show that he liked doing this, like, all these terrible things.
Yeah.
He was good at it. It was something that made him feel fulfilled, because at the start of the series he was just like a lower class, dad that, like, nobody respected. And now, as a criminal mastermind, everybody, like,
respects you.
Yeah, essentially. So he's very selfish, very evil. And yeah, I mean, he's the villain of his own story.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
What I do like too is that, like, it also, with Walter White becoming more of a villain, Jesse becomes less of a villain.
Right.
Because he wasn't really a villain to begin with, but he was making meth still, and he was doing all this other stuff before. Yeah. And then he started becoming more of, like, a decent person, didn't want to keep making meth anymore. The only reason why he went back to it was because Walter basically made him go back to it.
See, I'm glad you bring that up, because it's interesting, the stories of both of these characters that are happening at the same time. They're both faced with similar situations, but they're making completely different decisions, because
good writing.
Walter is, he's facing these decisions with, selfish intent, and is making very evil, bad judgment decisions, while Jesse is realizing he's not as bad as a person that he thinks he is, and he's very human, and makes he's still got himself in the situation. He's still not necessarily a good person,
but he's better off.
Yeah, he's a lot more human, and he kind of comes to terms with that later in the show. So
which I also do kind of like too, with the fact of them starting off, the reasons why they do the whole meth thing was like they start off like with different reasons.
Right.
Jesse just wanted money. Walter just wanted to get money for his family.
Right.
Then they kind of just like, they don't necessarily swap either, because Jesse doesn't really get money for his family. Right. He just like is just kind of wanting to do it less and less and make less. Like, he's already has the money that he needs, and he just kind of wants to get out of it, and he's just like using the money on other stuff. But Walter is just like in it because he wants to just like hurt more people, make more money that he doesn't need, and just makes it worse for Jesse,
right,
and everybody else that he cares for.
And I mean, yeah, like you said, Jesse's main intent was money, and later on, like in the last season or even 2 seasons, he there's like multiple instances of Jesse just throwing money like out of his like car window just because he doesn't care anymore.
Yeah,
he's done so many terrible things that he feels the money isn't worth it, even though he's made like millions of dollars off of this. So yeah, it's just Walter White, very evil.
Yeah,
very
interesting
very
character
evil,
though. Like,
yeah.
I haven't seen it obviously, but from what I hear, he's very well written.
I definitely picked mine based off of kind of, I don't know, like complex, like whether like what makes them a hero or a villain.
Sure, yeah.
I think it's really funny how we did ours.
Yeah,
mine was like more like serious, like heroes and stuff like that, like heroes and villains. His was more like goofy stuff, like Megamind and
Dr. Doofenshmirtz.
Dr. Doofenshmirtz.
Yep.
And yours was like
super serious.
Right.
Yours was like also kind of serious, but like wasn't like, or I mean, I shouldn't say serious in the.
It was
in
more
the sense.
character focused.
It was more like character focused. Mine was more of like actual
like
like villains and stuff.
Look at this.
What's that?
My hair is weird and it's making
My
me
hair is
upset.
weird. It's
I was showing
okay.
mine before. It's like having weird squiggly.
Yeah.
It hurts to touch.
It hurts.
Yeah, but I can't stop touching it. It's like it hurts.
Can I just like can I just like beat your leg with like a metal pipe?
Wait,
listen.
No, you may not.
It's a tested thing. If you have worse pain in one other part of your body, you won't.
That's true.
The pain up here, the pain where the other part is, doesn't really affect much.
But then I'll be hurting in my leg more
Okay.
than I was
Then you
on
won't
my
be
head.
thinking about your head.
Yeah, then your head won't be hurting.
So then you have to break your arm.
Yeah, then
and
it
you
just
have
keeps
to
getting-
break
right,
your
like-
nose.
And you have to break your fingers and you break your toes.
rip all your
You
toenails
have to start
off.
small.
You gotta start off small and then get bigger. And
It's just like a little stinging. Like it's not even that bad.
No.
No,
Break
it's-
yeah, this is the only course of action.
break each of your toes,
Yeah.
then your fingers.
Fingernail. I had to rip up my fingernails. Remember?
You
Kill your family.
Jump into it. I love that. You would kill your family.
Yeah. Well, that was like that's exactly how you said it last time too.
Yeah.
I can't
yeah.
believe Luke said he would kill his family.
I didn't say that though. Remember?
Luke,
Can
I can't
I
believe
just
it.
say?
No,
No, I can't.
No.
I'm kidding. You can't.
may
I'm
not.
kidding. I'm
Can
kidding.
I just say that I am so hyped for my next episode?
Is that? Yeah, you said that 2
It's-
episodes ago.
I said that last episode. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's,
Oh, yeah.
it's gonna be so good. It's gonna be so fun.
Yes.
I'm so excited.
Fun. That's like the theme of like this next week.
Yeah, I know. It's gonna be very fun.
Yeah.
But not only that, I have my next episode after.
Oh,
that
man,
planned,
dude.
And it's even more hype. I'm so excited for that.
Nice,
Lots
dude.
of lots of bangers. Lots of
Yeah.
bangers coming.
I'd be ready for a
We
good
have-
a surge of good episodes.
Mhm.
Tomorrow is just like the most boring day.
Yeah.
There's
no.
nothing going on.
Wednesday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's Monday and Wednesday are kind of just boring days. There's nothing any of us are really doing on those days.
New
Like, we're
Game
not-
Grumps episode, but that's every day. so-
That's every day.
So whatever.
But there, I mean, Luke's not really doing anything. You're not doing anything. I don't think.
no.
I'm slaving away at school.
Exactly.
Slaving.
I mean, we all kind of are, aren't we?
It's more of a
Yeah.
work thing.
Yeah.
No, I mean we get out
Same
pretty good.
difference.
But then Thursday,
Then Thursday, we get out of school. I wait a little bit. I'm gonna go. Then I go to your house.
yep,
We all go to your house. We watch Austin play.
Yeah.
the most beautiful
Tower.
game. I'm so excited, guys. Like it's gonna be so
I'm
much
very
I
excited.
can't
fun.
wait because I'm going to Circle K before going to your house.
That's why you're excited.
And I get.
Didn't we go to Circle K?
I think so. Yeah, we did.
Yeah,
go to Circle
that was
K.
funny.
Yeah.
What
we
did
went.
do?
We were getting snacks, but
Yeah.
we were
Was
getting.
You were getting snacks.
I
from
think
my
I
house.
was originally getting snacks. I went in, got snacks, came back out to the car.
Oh,
and
yeah.
You guys were like, "Oh dang! I just realized I kind of want snacks."
Yeah.
So then we went
We
back.
kind
in.
of begged you two to go back in. I said, "I'll give you $5."
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then we all went back in, got
Got some
more
snacks.
snacks.
What I get like I got myself a
That
it was for our
You got it. Come on. I don't remember.
It was at your house, but it wasn't Lord of the Rings. I think it was
it
just
wasn't Lord of
I
the
think it was
Rings.
just a normal, just like a gang beasts.
Yeah, it was
whatever
gang
hangout.
beasts and
It
stuff
was
like
just
that.
stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a while since you've done a. It's been like almost a year now since you've done a hangout dedicated to one game.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. True.
I think so actually.
Yeah, it has been a year.
I think it was the last one Delta, and that was about a year ago.
Yeah.
I thought the last one was Little Nightmares.
Yeah. It was
Oh,
Little
yeah.
Nightmares. Yeah.
But we did other stuff though. That was like halfway through the hangout, we decided to play Little Nightmares.
True.
I don't know because I remember you beating the first one.
Well, yeah.
I didn't beat the first one. Remember,
did.
I got like to chapter 3 because I kept dying on that stupid elevator boss.
Oh yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah. Yeah. We had to split it into the. Or no, we never even saw you beat the first one, did we?
You know, yeah.
Yeah.
And
I saw
then
you beat
the
the
Oh
second
no,
one,
you beat it at my house. I remember.
no, the second one I beat at your house.
That's right. Yep.
Mhm.
Okay.
And
Got
the third one's
story
coming
straight.
out soon. We were
Yeah.
just talking about that. But like,
Wait. Okay, I want to see. I think it says 2024. I think.
2024.
Yeah, I thought
Which
it was
is-
supposed to be like this.
It's
month.
almost over. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, very
Looking forward to it.
interesting
Yeah. So
discussion.
after this, you will have had the experience of Pizza Tower. So you're gonna be a new man for
Oh
sure.
yeah, the day before the next episode we record. The day before I'll have the day after I'll have my birthday.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hunter's very excited for his birthday.
Oh no, it happens 2025. Gosh darn it.
Okay. Well, happy early
kind of
birthday, Hunter.
Yeah.
Well,
Everybody wish Hunter a birthday.
Hey, just a regular. It doesn't have to be good or bad.
I was gonna say I think we should just wait until the next episode.
Well, next episode is gonna
And it'll be a
already
late
past.
episode.
Yeah, it'll be after
A
your
late
birthday,
birthday.
and then it'll come out even later.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
this will come out.
Closest.
Closest,
To the time.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't think about it. Stop thinking about
Stop
it.
thinking about it.
No, not closest because
No?
there's this episode comes out Friday, right? There's
Uh-huh.
Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday,
Ah.
Yeah.
and then if you were to do it the day like the Friday or that week,
Mhm.
it would have been Friday and then Thursday and then my birthday.
Well, the best part is it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter at all.
That's the best. That's the silver lining.
Yeah. Everybody wish Hunter a birthday. Yeah.
The only
Yeah.
silver
Ready to
lining.
close it off, Mr. Host?
Nope, we're
No.
not leaving
Oh.
this room for next 3
Oh, no.
hours.
Oh, no.
We're never leaving.
No.
I'm
No.
kidding.
Actually, I
I'm
have stuff to
kidding.
do.
I'm
Yeah.
kidding.
Yeah.
Well, I think we're gonna wrap it up here because they kind of
Alright.
want to get going. So,
Have a super day, media junkies.
Only I say that.
Yep.
I say the line. That's my line.
I was doing
Have
it
a
fun.
super day, media junkies.
We've never said that before.
Yeah.
We've never said that at all.
New outro I made up.
3, 2, 1. Peace out, media junkies.